he said he hadn't left the country since 2023. So he found a woman in America who I guarantee you, who's a woman. I guarantee you, she's black. Christian's not getting no non-black woman. I'm just telling you the truth, but y'all not ready for that discussion. Anyway,
I thought he was married originally to a non-black woman.
He's on
Didn't he chase a non-black woman around his apartment complex with a frying pan?
Oh,
that was correct.
I think it was a black lady.
Yeah.
It was a black lady.
I think it was a black lady.
I will say that the cities he named, he's sort of visiting. I think like 3 of them were in Colombia itself, right?
Correct.
He named like 5 places in Colombia, and then also named Colombia. I was like, damn,
wait,
the hell out of Colombia. Like,
wait, did I mishear it? Mail is saying he said he left the country for the first time in 2000.
Yes.
That's what he said, but I thought he meant when he said that, I thought he meant as a passport, like for a woman for the first time.
No, I think he means that's his first stamp.
Oh, never mind.
Well, that's fair. Okay.
he traveled
But
all
okay,
over Colombia.
So the lady's an American. She made him. This is why I think the lady exists. Let me tell you why I think the lady exists. Because I don't know why you would come up with vegan cheesecake and what was the other vegan dish? Jackfruit.
Yeah,
He went out to get his jackfruit. He was lying when he said that. Like, why would you? So I think the lady exists. I think she is Afro-Latina that he met in Phoenix. They're all over Phoenix.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And I mean, he's a nice guy. He's well spoken.
He's a what guy?
He's a nice guy. He's well. I mean, no, to her. To her. He's well spoken. He's handsome. He's 199 pounds, and he has a job. And he went to Detroit. What was the school called? Renaissance. And he went to art school. Hello? That's a catch.
Y'all
Alina,
gotta
The dog
stop.
protector for the Humane Society. No woman want that man.
Yes, they do.
Not in America.
No, I mean any man. I'm gonna be honest with you. Any black man with a job can find somebody. I'm just gonna. But like the quote unquote top tier or whatever that he's talking about, no.
He didn't say that.
You don't even have to go there.
He didn't say top tier.
It's implied.
If she
When he
has a
said,
job,
"Oh, they're all 6s or better," like
Oh,
he has
no. I'm sorry. I didn't mean physically. I meant
Oh, he
top
didn't
tier.
say
Like,
better. He said those women were all 6s.
No, he said or better. Wait, at the halftime show, 6s? No.
He said that. The women at the halftime show that were dancing were all 6s.
He said
I thought
that.
he said 6 or better.
He said 6.
Oh, 6s? They must be blind.
I think he said 6 or better.
Yeah. No way.
Okay, maybe he said that. I don't remember the better. I
I
heard
didn't see any
6
6s.
and I went crazy on me.
When I heard 6 come out of his mouth, I'm like, he's tripping. All
I
of
didn't see any 6s, so I didn't even agree with the 6 or better.
I mean, they were all gorgeous, beautiful
Yeah,
women.
but I thought, but he said it was beautiful. We all agree. Who here didn't think the halftime show was beautiful?
No, I thought it was great.
Yeah, but we don't agree on the terms, though.
Who here doesn't like avocado oil? So we all support.
Wait,
I'm not speaking next time.
No.
What lowest common denominator are you going for?
I'm sorry.
That's like
He
saying,
said it. That was the thing.
we all like to live in enclosed
I'm sorry.
places. We all like to live in houses. Oh, okay, great. Yeah.
Brother, let me ask you, brother, how many times have you seen the Bad Bunny halftime show?
About 700 times.
You support Christian Lamar. I'm done speaking.
Oh my God, no.
Wait, you watched it multiple times?
Oh, I have.
Yeah, but I watched it like 3 or 4 times.
Pourquoi?
Is it great?
It really is
The first time I watched it on silent, or I couldn't. And then the second time I watched it with somebody, and then the third time I watched it because I was listening to. I was trying to watch all the all the things that were happening around. I was trying to get the full mise en scene. And then the fourth time, just because I liked it.
Not the mise en scène.
He's a theater kid. Your mama, he liked the heist part too.
I have a theory about you guys, but I'm just gonna keep it to myself.
About theater kids?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it to
Oh.
myself. I'm gonna keep it to myself.
Just the GOP.
Please do, because I know
Too much. Your mama's too much.
the homophobic.
You're trying to come from Bad Bunny. Something to do with lyrics or something? I saw something
Oh,
earlier.
because he said, he apparently what I don't know any Spanish. I could barely watch for a whole minute without feeling repulsed for my people. But
She's very anti-BIPOC. Just
yeah, I don't understand y'all. Like, I mean, it was a good performance for the Latinos. It wasn't for us.
This is crazy.
Y'all could not like me, and I'm anti-BIPOC. I mean, you know, only one.
Let me just ask this question. So, explain the opening scene to us. What did you think that was?
Wait, before you do that, what was wrong with the lyrics, your mama? Because the GOP's coming for him. There's allegations that Jay-Z is going to be fired because they didn't vet the lyrics. Like, there's a lot going on behind this.
Okay. One thing that I heard about the lyrics was that he said, love, not hate, or something like that.
mm.
And they have been trying to turn that as, like, anti-American, like, pro-diversity language. That's what I've heard. I don't know about any of the other lyrics, because who can understand it?
Right, you have to read the translation.
No, but he said that part in English.
Yeah.
Does anybody have any ham or
I can
cheese?
watch it again.
I need some ham and cheese.
Not him.
I don't like your mama's
Okay.
comment. Ham and cheese.
Can you be, I think it is possible to be anti-BIPOC and still appreciate
I said it was
the
a good
quality of a performance.
I said it was a good performance,
Okay.
but I'm not watching it 5 or 6 times.
Okay.
I've definitely seen it like 8 times.
I love the beginning part because I have I think I mentioned this stuff today. I have very fond memories of sugar canes as a kid growing up. So
I'm pro BIPOC if you get rid of the B. I'm done speaking. How about that? Can we keep BIPOC but just get rid of the B?
Just get rid of the bed.
Yeah,
That might work. Yeah, that might work.
All right, there we go.
So did y'all find the Easter eggs watching it over and over? Because my sister has been, every time she calls me when she watches it, oh, you know that, you know what it represents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the fun. Yeah, that's the fun.
The thing, like the rooftops, there's representation in the rooftops. There's representation in the hats that they're wearing. There's it's crazy. Like what my sister was like calling me about, you know what that means, right? And she was like telling me, I was like, damn.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I enjoyed it so much. I've gone back and started watching old interviews with Bad Bunny.
Oh, me too.
I'm like, what are the foundations of your creative inspiration? That's where I am with Bad Bunny right
see
now.
what I'm talking about?
Yeah, me
See
too.
how this
That's
happens?
what I'm looking at the interview.
Well, Kimberly, you could go to the website badbunnysyllabus.com.
Oh,
There is a website. There is a book that just came out. It was published January 26th. It talks about Bad Bunny and his music.
Y'all ready to get into it? Because I went back and watched the Kendrick show. Let's get into it. 2 minutes. 3 minutes.
But Van, within your 2 minutes, remember how you said it wasn't a protest? Like if you watch all those fucking interviews, like Kim was talking about deep diving, like I've gone through a rabbit hole with these interviews and then trying to like put it in context with the so at first for me it was about unity, like we represented the Caribbean islands, that we are all America. If you read the football, it actually has if you've seen that football, it actually had a message on the football.
Yeah.
Ocasio on the jersey, 64, I think that represented his mother. There's just a bunch of things that's in there. And then if you listen to the interviews, that motherfucker hate Trump.
Oh, for sure. But that's not protest. That's just normal. We all are there. Yeah, he was doing his little thing. But I went back, Patty, and everybody else, I don't know if Gemini's here, I watched the Kendrick thing. One thing that the Kendrick thing, I don't know if y'all realize this, the Kendrick stage was very amount of overhead shots with them just kind of dancing, it's not even in the same category as Bad Bunny. The Kendrick piece.
Oh, it definitely wasn't. And that actually was a protest. I'm going to be honest with you. That was a protest. I'm going to be honest.
Which one, Bad Bunny or Kendrick?
Kendrick.
Oh, I just like the part with the 4 girls when they do. I just like that part because I like how they do the little. Oh, you really got that?
I mean, you know how, afterwards people asked Samuel L. Jackson about his part in it, and he was like, I don't even really know. They didn't really explain it to me. I'm like, okay, well, that's a problem. Uncle Sam, who's supposed to be explaining the Great American Game, doesn't even understand.
You know what? He knows. He's over there playing dumb. I don't know.
I hate Samuel Jackson.
What's going on?
I hate Samuel Jackson.
I apologize. I apologize.
So he actually said he doesn't know his part when he was fighting.
It was in the Wall Street Journal. They asked him, what was, your motivations for being Uncle Sam in the Great American Game? And he was like, they handed me the script, and I did it, and I didn't really understand it until I saw the full performance.
Why does he do that? I hate that. Like he always does. And he's a y'all like to use a phrase I never use. Throw your rock, hide hand, throw rocks, hide hands.
Throw a rock and hide your hand.
Yes, he's that. Because y'all know that Samuel Jackson started the movie diaspora war.
Yes.
And he don't participate in it no more. It's almost like the other day somebody was on the app and they asked Christian why he was a passport bro. And then that person muted up for 2 hours for entertainment. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Throw hands, throw rocks.
He's lying. He knew what his part was. He read it. He knew he was the antagonist. He knew he was the narrator of the whole there's no way he didn't know this shit.
But to be clear, his role wasn't that deep. It's not hard. Like, if you're just a regular black person who's lived as long as he has, I mean, you know what that role is. Like, it's not.
Yeah,
brother, he was lying.
It's not a secret.
So
somebody got to him.
The other thing I think Kendrick Lamar's performance, I think, may have been even more tied to the players than I don't think Bad Bunny has his show was tied to the actual game. It was a concert.
Correct.
Yes.
I totally agree.
Yes.
Yo, that's
another thing about
damn. Like Kendrick, I loved it, but then I didn't like it at first because I was like, what the fuck? Remember, we was in here, man. All of us watched that together. We was like, what the fuck is going on?
No, they love that. They're pro-blackers. Look, there's 2 people I no longer fight. There's 2 people in the world who I will physically fight for. Fred Douglass and Bad Bunny. I'm done speaking.
Sam Jackson is a hypocrite. I just want to say this real quick. There was a time when Sam Jackson went on a whole tirade about rappers taking acting roles from trained actors. Then here you are. Yeah, and here you are. You got a bunch of movies with rappers, and you're at the Super Bowl with a rapper. He's a fucking hypocrite.
He's lying. He had to read a script before. Come on, y'all.
And then maybe he knew all the time what he was doing and he didn't need to have it explained to him. So there's that part.
Wait,
check this out. When I went to private school, when I was a little girl, I'm Muslim. I did a fucking piece with what do y'all call it? The nativity?
Yeah, nativity.
Yeah. Check this out. I read it at 9 years old and did my part and knew goddamn well at 9 years old what my part was and how it may offend my own religion. So he's an idiot. If a 9-year-old can read and understand things, why the fuck a grown ass, old ass man can't understand what the fuck he read? And you're right, Kim. He did say that. But he's a fucking idiot. The shit that he said, he didn't understand who he was. He was
Oh, he was blind. He understood. He understood very well.
And we know he was blind. Like, what's going on?
Yeah,
We know he was blind.
yeah. I'm not gonna waste my time trying to think about that. No.
Isn't this the same person? Like, wasn't he like holding protests at Morehouse as a student?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, come on.
Yes.
Like,
Sit-ins and shit.
Yeah, I gotta stop.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. So fake. Y'all, I misspoke the other day. I said that Bad Bunny was the best live because, in my mind, I thought Remember the Time debuted at the Super Bowl, but it did it? It did not. Remember the video, the John Singleton video, 1990? I thought that was a Super Bowl, but that was not at the Super Bowl, was it?
Wait, what video?
Which one?
Remember the Time.
Remember the time.
Oh no, that wasn't.
Okay,
Super
so then I take back what I said because I was wrong. It's the best of all time. Because I thought Remember the Time was at the Super Bowl, so I said Bad Bunny was the best live. But I went back and watched Michael Jackson. Bad Bunny was better than Michael Jackson.
Yeah, he was.
Sorry, I apologize. But the pro-blackers, you got to deal with it. I'm done.
No, for me, I think it was the best. It like made me teary when I was watching it. And I was like, why am I teary? I was like, you know how you got like that single tear coming down and you're really emotional? I was like really emotional watching it.
Well, so I know everyone wants to talk about the football at the end, but what's interesting to me was happening behind Bad Bunny. When you see everyone dressed in white and the headscarves.
What do you mean, sweetheart? What do you mean, Sherry? I'm sweetheart. What do you mean, Sherry?
That's fine. That's fine. Come, sweetheart. That's not a problem. Because I think when you talk about this idea of when he's talking about, yes, people see that football, and white folks will automatically say that football American is a part of American culture, right? What's also another part of American culture are those people that are in the back. Right? Because he's demonstrating to us, yes, this is the United States. You're just a small part of the rest of the continent of America.
Don't say that because you make my heart hurt. That shit really hurts my heart because like I be thinking about like stupid shit that these people be saying on like with my mom, right? This was during the first administration, a lot of people don't understand, like, just because your green card expires doesn't mean you're an illegal citizen, right? So if it would have expired under this administration, me and my dad had talked to her, if it would have expired under this fucking administration, I'm not fucking moving to the Philippines. We're going to be illegal. You're going to be illegal in this fucking house. Like, we've had the conversation. Like, that shit, that doesn't mean she was illegal. She was still legal because her I-70 was still pending, right? It's just, like, certain things, like, really, watching that video really hurts my heart. And when y'all talk about that shit, I just be like, oh, my God.
Well, I mean, what he's saying is, y'all are not the only ones that are American.
Amen.
So, and he doesn't mean in the context of the United States. He's talking about North and South America. He's talking about the two continents, right? The other America, which is always this thing. But we also think about those women, those people in the back. That also is a representation of all of the culture where they do celebrate the fact that they're indigenous. They celebrate that they come from African culture and this. And so when I think about Bad Bunny, I know people like to say, oh, well, he's giving that Grammy to himself. As no, he's passing along culture. And that means passing it down to the next generation. That little boy is the next generation. It's the generation behind him, right? When we think about, and the question that I have when I watched it, in what ways in which you do pass along your culture? One of those ways is through music, right? Because he's telling the story. even if we don't understand even if we don't understand the language of it, you still have that visual of he is telling you the story. He is starting with the beginning of that sugar cane, and he's ending it with this end here, where this football, yeah, y'all gonna focus on the football, but you still have these people that's a representation of all of America, and not just the United States. Because people who are living here, U.S. citizens, call themselves American all the time, which was always confusing to me, because I always thought I was a U.S. citizen that lived in the continent of America. He's telling you he is not going anywhere. They are here.
I'm just gonna say that Bad Bunny's performance was better than Usher.
Yes.
What'd you say, babe? What'd you say?
Said that his performance was better than Usher.
For some reason, this feels like very directed toward me. I'm feeling very aggressed.
Wait, what you said about Usher?
Kimberly, not you booty clapping for.
Wait, you like Usher?
No. She's just saying stuff.
Oh.
So let me explain. Let me say what I.
Oh, I'm sorry, Kimberly. I didn't know.
Oh, I didn't know. I thought you were joking. So Bad Bombers. I wish Black American popular culture performers embraced our history and culture like that. I'm jealous. I meant to say y'all, because I'm no longer Black American, but because I am. But that would be something. He provided a real template for some of our young Black popular culture performers. And I wish they would do that. With all due respect to the Southern California Crip Walk, and I mean this with all due respect. I'm not trying to insult anybody. That's Black Southern California stuff. That does not signify to anybody out here. I'm sorry, I gotta be honest with y'all. That's their thing. That's their thing. That's their thing. It's fine. It's cool. I may even practice in my house. But he was a real template. It's a beautiful thing that I would love to see. And the best part about it is when you read the lyrics, the cultural and historical messages don't link up to the lyrics at all. He's going through a sugarcane field, talking about history in Puerto Rico, colonization, etc. He's talking about how he got a different girlfriend on Monday and Tuesday. It's a wonderful thing. Bad Bunny.
I mean, you know who else does that? Beyonce.
I was gonna say, what's going on? What's going on?
She don't do it. Go back and watch it. Beyonce doesn't do it. That little fake Black Panther thing. No, let me wake this up. The Black Panthers are also
We don't stop on the
albeit important part of Black American history, but they don't signify for Negroes. They might signify for online pro-Blackers and the radical set, but not general Negroes. I'm just telling you, it's true.
You're taking it far. You're taking it very far.
All her music,
Beyonce does a lot.
all her music. I'm confused. This is confusion. I'm getting
Bad Bunny is our Alain.
I'm gonna tell y'all. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
In Black History Month?
Oh my God.
Oh my God, that is
Bad Bunny.
That should be. All I'm gonna say is I didn't like that kissing. I ain't like them two men kissing. That turned me off. I'm a full-fledged dyke. I'm a full-fledged dyke, and that shit sent me. I mean, I have been at the highest level of dykedom. Okay, the highest. That me.
Not you getting in the car with Boosie.
Men kissing.
No, I just didn't like it.
There were no men kissing.
Sound like
They weren't kissing.
Yeah, they humped.
And you know you my girl, so don't do that.
I didn't see that. I have to go back to the video and
Not
watch
literally,
it.
but
I mean, yeah, you know what, man? I was like, when I saw that performance, I'm like, oh my God, he really understood what it means to display your culture and not run away from it.
about to take
Y'all are so
Yes, Sherry.
anti-black.
Sherry,
In your souls, you are anti-black. In your
Yes,
souls.
Sherry.
In your souls, you're anti-black.
Sherry,
Sherry,
you don't have to
go
be
ahead.
ashamed to be a descendant
After
of
he
slaves.
put Alain Locke in it, Sherry, People should be highly offended and ashamed for embracing that
Don't
anti-black.
respond to that. Don't respond to that. Don't respond to that part. But Sherry, you don't have to be ashamed. These young Negroes are to be a descendant of chattel slavery. He embraced his descent from chattel slavery in ways that no Black American popular culture.
That's a lie.
Since W.B. Du Bois did the Star of Ethiopia pageant in 1928.
This is insane. I'm going on mute. I'm going on mute, mama. I mean, if we're gonna be honest about it, let's be honest about it. I mean, why else would he open the Super Bowl with the sugar cane? I mean, when I saw it, I thought about the transatlantic slave trade. And the whole idea that they still look at these people as laborers.
Bro, I'm pro Bad Bunny, but y'all are stretching.
I'm not stretching.
I'm getting into it here. Teach, Sherry.
Here's the thing. When
y'all sound like when y'all talked about what's the movie that y'all was obsessed over this summer? Sinners. This is how y'all sound.
Oh, this is
obsessed, reading so much into this shit. This shit wasn't a fucking movie. This was a performance.
Wait.
Latino culture, the freaking main story. It wasn't like a guest moment.
No, not Sinners. Sinners was pro-Black or nonsense. This
Okay, now you're doing it.
See what I'm talking about? But he went over the edge with walking the
Stop
boy.
it. You know you're my favorite girl. Stop it.
Mud named it for us, y'all. We're pro-Browners. I'm a pro-Browner. I'm a pro-Browner.
You and AG are my favorite mom. Y'all are my favorite girl brains. Don't do that, your mama.
No, but it is something for us to think about, right? I mean, because I've been thinking about this too, even with watching the movie Sinners. And when I think about Black people and I think about history and everything else, I hear people that do not want to attach themselves to their culture. They want to run away from it. We're on this app. I just don't understand. And they don't even understand what culture is.
Okay, wait. So we can acknowledge. Okay, so I assume I was like everybody's trolling. Okay, we can embrace the way that Bad Bunny talks about colonialism, slavery, but also acknowledge that his ability to embrace Puerto Rico's history of enslavement relies on also embracing anti-Blackness, right? Like people respond to those images the way that they do because they reject, on the other hand, Black people's claims because of our attachment to enslavement, right? Like they make each other, like he does benefit from it and he understands that he benefits from anti-Blackness. That's the reason why I can't put Bad Bunny up on the pedestal.
I'm not putting that. I'm not
He's
putting him
standing on the mountain of anti-Blackness.
I'm not doing. That's not what I'm doing, and that's not what I'm saying.
This is not
That's not.
Man, I'm gonna cry.
Well, you can cry simply, but what I'm saying to you is this idea of using that as a template. We in the United States, and I'm going to talk about Black people, are losing our sense of culture. And culture, wait a minute, and it has been reduced to talking about food, right? Or soul food or whatever. But we don't talk about culture in the way that we talk about it in Black religiosity, in institutions, also in music, which you could use music as a way to push culture forward. You can educate people that way.
Wait, I'm so sorry.
Visual arts. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
That's what I'm talking about.
I get it. Whoa, okay. So, I've been on this deep dive, and Bad Bunny acknowledges the connections to Africanisms or whatever, but he does not claim Blackness. He does not. And so we can say that, oh, it's so good that he acknowledges, with the Afro-Congolese drums and, with the rhythms, and he respects the roots of Dimbo, but he does not claim blackness. And there is a reason why he doesn't. Like, we don't need to draft him into that because he does not have the same political project as us regular Negroes. Like he's not engaged in that.
But I don't care whether he has that or not. I'm just talking about the whole idea of him using music as that vehicle, right? Maybe we, as Black people here in the United States, should be thinking about how do we move culture forward? Because the only few people that are doing it now, and I'm going to say, you may not like this, you may not like it, but Tyler Perry. When we think about this is what I'm saying, Kimberly. This is beyond Bad Bunny. I'm so beyond Bad Bunny. This is not about Bad Bunny anymore. This is not about Bad Bunny.
Somebody put Bad Bunny and then put
Put him to the side. Put Bad Bunny to the side. For all I care right now, he get paid himself in pay. I'm talking about what he did. I'm talking about what he did in order to move culture forward. That's what I'm talking about.
Go ahead, Sherry.
That's the conversation.
I got you, girl.
Thank you.
God. Remember you the old ass bitch on here that the girl said the other day? I don't know who said it.
Oh my God.
The problem, Sherry, is that these people have not understood.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
I'm almost done. They don't understand, Sherry, that blackness as a political project does not rely on one's identity. So you can be engaged in a black performance without being ethnically black, huh?
Yeah, black Afro-Latinx.
See, this is why we need sometimes to burn the humanities.
What's going on?
What do you mean by that? So say more, because
I got you.
You gotta explain it. Yeah, I
got you. Black performance does not mean it's coming from a black person. Huh? When a black person performs, it's not necessarily black performance, because in this context, black performance is referring to the politics of blackness, and the politics of blackness is the resistance to enslavement. Huh? Let's get into it. Just because you're a Negro, I bust the windows out your car.
Go to check.
I didn't have to get my broken heart. This is the black girl singing. Love the song. But when we see Bad Bunny resisting colonialism, resisting enslavement, I now take back what I said. It was the most radical performance since Marian Anderson's concert on April 7, 1939 at the Lincoln Memorial.
Bro,
you said that just to trigger me.
Bro, just triggering. It's like a Christian Lamar.
That's why. See,
I can't even get it out without
that's why you did it. Do this.
because
oh my God.
Y'all know
I hate
Spanish,
when you do
man.
this. I hate when you do this because you finally gave a definition, and we'll say a working definition of what you meant by when you said a black performance. You talked about a political blackness and a resistance to enslavement. Okay, that was good. Could have built off of there, but then you went too far, and you're jumping ahead. So slow it down a little bit. Let's stop with the political blackness and the resistance. because what happens is then you have Lawang.
Don't bring Lawang up.
No, because then you have Lawang, who
You said it
is
2 times. You better not say it a third.
anti-black on a regular anti-black American, who is now saying that it encompasses what all people, and he's going to give some raceless class analysis that is not going to encapsulate the things that you're still talking about. So just slow down. You're doing too much. You worked yourself up.
All right, let me
Get you some gumbo.
He is fucking trolling.
Let me. You know what? That's a good idea. Let me go get some. But let me say this as I
Get
go.
something hearty.
I'm a good.
Please.
You know what, man? Let me tell you something. I told y'all I got teary about the shit, but I'm gonna be honest with you. Regardless of the teary shit, it's because of like what's going on in this country. White Puerto Ricans are just as racist as a fucking white man in America.
If they don't have any power, I don't mind about them, Patty.
They don't have no power, but still, they're just as racist as a white man in America and Puerto Rico. They treat black Afro-Latinos, the barrios are the barrios. Like, they don't treat the black African or Afro-Latinos like they're in any, like, they treat them like shit.
But Bad Bunny's not white Puerto Rican, though.
He's white Puerto Rican.
No, he's not.
His complexion, he's like an Italian in the United States, right?
So now we're talking about phenotype.
The only thing, I think, I get it, right? I get it. He's came out and he's gone crazy, and I support him on the gone crazy. But for me, it's like he went crazy because, and I'm telling you, my mom's sister is married to a white Puerto Rican, and they live in Puerto Rico. And she had to change his mindset because of me being a black kid and my mom being married to a black man. I'm going to tell you like this. The motherfuckers are racist as shit.
Yeah, that doesn't matter, Patty.
No, it does matter. I think Trump has made it, just like with some of these Mexicans, when y'all talk about South Texas or the Rio Grande Valley, a lot of these fucking passing ass Mexicans or passing ass Latinos, like, they felt safe at one time. They're not as safe because, like, now it's like you're disrespecting my culture, you're disrespecting my country. You never heard this from a fucking Bad Bunny before this. Never.
Yeah, he might call himself like mestizo, but it's that liminality that allows him to jump on the heads and the backs of blacks.
Right.
Okay,
right.
like we can't overstate the case. I know Ben is trying to troll us into.
Oh, I'm not trolling at all.
Oh, you're definitely trolling.
See,
You're too smart for this dumb shit.
Y'all falling for the okie doke. See,
I'm not falling for no okie doke. You're falling
tell you
for it if you're being serious, and we know you're not serious.
You fell for the. Let me tell you why. Y'all are talking about racist Puerto Ricans. Does the wealth gap exist between racist Puerto Ricans?
Yes, it
How many
does.
Puerto
Yes,
Ricans?
it does.
Huh?
It does. The wealth gap in Puerto Rico does.
But, okay.
Let me get this gum.
Yeah, get that gumbo. Because the wealth gap in Puerto Rico does exist.
But anti-whiteness is not just the wealth gap, right?
Well, I was about to do what's the thing? Oh, so now y'all are worried about racist Puerto Ricans?
Listen, at this time, I'm pro-black because he talked about unity. But it took for somebody to talk shit about his country. This motherfucker didn't give a fuck about what was going on with Black Lives Matter movement. You never heard him talk about anything. And I'm not talking about like the fucking, what do you call it?
Well, the Black Lives Matter people didn't care about Black Lives Matter either. So why should he?
No, but not everybody didn't care. The majority did. A lot of people that supported and fucking put money into that movement cared.
Let me ask you a question, Patty. Who stole more Black Lives Matter money? Black Lives Matter people or Puerto Ricans?
Yeah, but you're talking about the people that led the movement and that fucking went on our vision or what we felt as Black Americans.
I'm gonna be honest with you. They stole more money than some of these buildings.
Shut up, brother.
I just Googled it. Wow. Look at the.
You know my best friend. I get my best friend Shauna on here. She's Afro-Latino.
Was she one of the dancers? Please bring her on.
But she's one of those. No, I'm gonna try to get her. I'm gonna call her right now.
Oh, please do. I'd love to Puerto Rican.
She loves the Black Bunny performance, but she also looks at him as a white Puerto Rican. She grew up in Puerto Rico. She came to the United States, joined the military with a degree. she's an officer, and she fucking loves what he did, but at the same time, she was like, where the fuck was he before this? Like, I love what he did, and it sucks that it takes a white man to show him that just because he has white skin, that he still doesn't fucking matter.
I believe that I have a defeater. For whatever Bane is trying to offer at this moment. There was a big to-do made about all of the Latino celebrities that were featured on the front porch of the recreation of the front porch of his house. How many of those invited celebrities were, quote, Afro-Latino?
Let's see. You had
Y'all count on girl.
Cardi B.
Yeah, Cardi B.
Bro, we need somebody who can't pass the paper. Wait a second. It has to be somebody who can't pass the paper bag test. Come on.
Wait. So why are we all concerned about phenotype? I thought we were talking about blackness as a whole. Now.
Hello? Sherry, let him crash out.
So we are sharing.
Everybody look at my PTR. That's San Juan. That's San Juan. That's what they was doing. The chocolate city
so
doesn't
mama,
even have a Black
all
Lives
right.
Matter.
If I become a lesbian, everything, whatever,
Come on.
you'll still be my wife in the future. But I don't think I'll ever love another woman. So, but if you were,
No lesbians.
I would
Look at my
never.
PTR, Patty. In the Black Chocolate City, we don't have that on the street. But what they have in San Juan. I have more Black Lives Matter politic in San Juan. And Brother Neoliberal put a paper, because you know he had a paper. It shows that black men in Puerto Rico in the early 20th century had an income advantage. That's how much they loved the Negro. The Negro went to Puerto Rico and they made...
Y'all better stop listening to the band because he got a man brain.
Yeah.
Right,
Also, the Palestinians had Black Lives Matter.
No, they
So
didn't.
what?
No, they didn't.
So you gonna
But
cake
they
for them
didn't give
now?
a fuck about
No, they didn't.
black
No, they
You
people
gonna cake for the
until they
Black
got their
Palestinians?
ass whipped.
Hello?
Let me respond to that.
Let me tell you something. I am tired. I will say this. I am tired of motherfuckers getting their ass whipped to motherfucking embrace black.
Let me respond to that. I'd like to respond to that. Did the Gazans do, you said the Afro-Palestinians. Yeah, the people did, they were Afro-Palestinians. So we support the Afro-Palestinians.
Oh, now you want to delineate. Now you want to delineate.
Allow it. Yeah,
Okay.
Doing a lot.
Give it a but let's keep going. Because you people are, what you guys are doing is, you all are turning into BT. You all are turning into Creed. You all are turning into the people you say you want to turn to. You've got Kimberly Foster here. We're talking about political blackness, freedom, resistance to enslavement, anti-colonization. She's talking about phenotype, as if Walter White, Thurgood Marshall, and other high yellows from the 20th century aren't her faves. Hello? Y'all want to do phenotype now? Let's get going. Let's get into it. Gumbo's ready.
I will say,
Let's cancel this nigga off the app. I'm serious. Y'all ain't want to be with me yesterday and jumping him. I saw it coming.
No, but
Yeah,
when
I'm
he
gonna talk
talk, see, he done said too much, yo mama.
y'all can talk
Like,
about
we
17th
all
century
know,
literature
like, see,
tomorrow.
you can make the comments and then us having a feeling about the, even, okay, so me, I'm the tragic biracial. I can have the feelings about immigration. I can have the feelings about brown people because I am still a black woman in America. But I was with Ban. But I with this damn fucking argument he's made, he's about to piss me the fuck off. Now I'm about to cry.
No, not the accent, Patty. No, not the accent.
Oh my Lord.
We don't want to go to Hunts Point, please, Patty.
So I will say,
Project, I ain't living Webster Projects, but I lived across the street from it. So
Kimberly, you did kind of fail on your own test.
go on
You mentioned
mute.
Cardi B.
Go ahead, Kimberly. You know me and you be fighting. You know I got you, boo. Fuck, brother.
Okay.
Wait, Cardi B, I'm confused.
All right,
What's
see,
going on?
here's the thing.
Are y'all serious right now? Because I don't know modern rap.
It's on,
I don't know modern rap, so let me go look for a second. Hold on one second.
Oh, I know modern rap.
The thing was
Tell me what
that
you're saying,
Bad Bunny
babe, and I
wasn't
can let you
identifying
know.
as African. He wasn't identifying as black. And then the question was asked later, name somebody who was black on that stage or on the porch. He said Cardi B, and everybody was up in arms. Now, Cardi B identified as Afro, wherever she's from.
That's from
Yeah,
Trinidad.
Afro Latina. Yeah.
She from Trinidad.
has.
She's always
but
identified as that.
No, but Cardi B
She
also.
has been ridiculed for that.
But no, she's
People
also
have also
said.
been.
Go ahead, brother.
Hold
I'm
on,
sorry.
but people have often been ridiculed, and people say it on. Well, I'm not going to use it. We could use the app, right? People often, it's touchy to sort of identify now as Afro, whatever, right? And so she's been ridiculed for that, and so he actually would have been ridiculed either way. I'm not saying by y'all, but by people. Whether he identified as black, because then they would have gone to his mother. Like, I think we had a presidential candidate who lost some votes, if not because she identified as black and people didn't actually believe that she was black enough.
Sure, we can
And she
talk
had a whole
about.
black ass father.
Wait,
I'm just
so
saying,
the reason why
the bunch of
phenotype
things-
matters is
now
because
we
we
go,
are
like-
talking about the matter of
Wait,
images,
I'm actually-
okay?
hold on,
If
real quick,
if
I'm
actually not
Benito
gonna-
is
before you
a
get
master of images,
No, I was
About
just saying,
identity.
Kimberly,
It was
before you
about
get into that, brother, that's not the reason people get up in arms even about the phenotype of Cardi B. Cardi B said she's Afro something because she has an afro. She said she's not black and that she likes being in interracial relationships with black men. So I don't understand how we're saying this woman is black.
Exactly.
Okay?
Come on, you just strawberry.
Exactly.
No, I'm saying she
She's
says
Afro. I love you, man.
But she's not claiming it.
but she's jump roping in and out, double dutching in and out when it serves her. Cardi is an opportunist when it comes to her racial identity. Like, that is a thing.
But I'm gonna be honest, Cardi B is all over the place. That's why I'm saying, is this the metric? Moving on, because she's
Exactly.
all over the place. I don't know if she's black, Latino, I don't know.
I mean,
But y'all don't understand what it means to be
complexity of
black in an outside
They
country
don't.
coming to America.
Correct.
Y'all don't understand that.
That's actually not
So-
fair. They do, and they're playing games.
No.
They're pretending as if, like, this sort of African identity, this Afro identity in the Caribbean and South America is not absolutely convoluted compared to the way that
But
we
we're not
understand
talking about that.
We
We're talking
understand,
about
But
the
your
performance.
mama,
But we are.
if you're
Let me
black
quote-
and
no,
you're from
no.
another country, a lot of times they'll say, I'm not black in America.
You're
They know
using
that
our
they're
metric
black.
against-
No, I'm not. I'm
Okay, wait, so-
basically saying-
Oh, I'm sorry. Keep going.
Your friend, since you want to stand in the gap, brother, bitch ass nigga, said that there were a bunch of New World Africanisms. We're not talking about New World Africanisms.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
So if you want to be on the side of New World Africanism, go ahead. Step over the line and go on over.
But you don't think
I'm on my
New
side.
World
But that's
Africanism
not what we
would
were
apply to a
talking about.
Cardi
Now
B?
y'all changing it up.
I'm not.
I don't think-
No, you are.
But we do understand the complexity of that. I think most of us, because we're not. I think we understand the complexity of identity. I am saying it feels intentional. If we're talking about somebody who was so strategic, so masterful with the way that he placed and composed those images, he certainly understands what it means if we're talking about a political blackness to not actually represent something that is undeniably and visibly black in that tableau of celebrities. That is intentional. That cannot be an accident.
Lower the tone. 'Cause I'm
And it's
not yelling.
intentional because only there's
but
a
who's
Trump.
saying it's
If
not
there was
intentional?
never a Trump,
But
you would
that's not
never
all
hear
it
this
is.
shit from fucking
How is an image not intentional? I don't understand. I don't even understand that part. Like, he is a musical artist who is working the stage. He is a performer. Absolutely, he is borrowing on all of. He is talking about Puerto Rico,
No.
and so whether or not he is African, whether or not he identifies as that, he is talking about the experience of a people. He is trying to crystallize, at least from my interpretation of what he was doing, crystallize the experience of a people,
But-
not of a single people, but a people that have a complex history. Now, I can also argue
but the complex history of Latina dad. But so I mentioned those celebrities because they're not all Puerto Rican. They're from across they're from across Latin America. Yeah, so if we are talking about wanting, and I said it's not intentional. I should have said it's not unintentional. But if we're talking about the complexity of the history of Latinidad, why would you not include brown-skinned people, the darkest people, the people in those nations that are most marginalized? Why would you not do that if your intention was to represent an inclusive political blackness?
Well, I don't. So he was talking specifically about Puerto Rico, and one could argue that I think it was a good performance. Y'all are doing a lot on this.
No, but it was a great performance. We're not.
What I'm saying. Okay, well, it sounds. I guess y'all got it. I don't.
So
really
so
understand
for brother,
listen.
So for me, this is for Patty, right? I am a brown skinned biracial girl, right? And then like I can appreciate, because I have a mother that's an immigrant. I have a grandpa that would have been an immigrant one time, but he has citizenship. So I appreciate what he did. But before this, if there would have never been a Trump, would there ever been a performance where he's like saying like embrace all of us because we're one, we're America? There wouldn't have never been this performance.
I mean,
I don't give a fuck if he does have curly hair.
So we have to think about Bad Bunny in this context. So
he's white as shit, Sherry.
So Bad Bunny comes around the same time as Trump, right? Because I think he's been performing for about 10 years. So, and I think because he doesn't perform in the United States.
Yes, he does. He's not doing it now because of ICE, but he has.
Okay.
This year and last.
Okay, it's just this year. And so the thing of it is, he is representing Puerto Rico. That's what he's representing, right? And the thing about Puerto Rico, what I saw from the performance, he is embracing that diversity, because to C's point, it is complex, right? And I think you see that in the performance. But we've gotten far away because my intent was not to talk about Bad Bunny or Cardi B. It was to talk about the whole idea in that performance and how he's pushing his culture forward. That's it. That's the discussion. We know y'all do this all the time. You have to go around the mulberry bush.
Okay, so
and then we have to talk about people's phenotypes for 40 minutes.
Sherry, I got it, and I agree with you, but there wouldn't have been no Bad Bunny performance if there was never a Trump. He wouldn't have gave a fuck about the black people in the barrios. Did he give a fuck before this? Did he ever fucking sing about Puerto Rican culture and loving each other and unity? He never did that. It all came about behind a fucking rally where you had your and I'm only gonna bring up one name because y'all know this motherfucker, Grant Cardone, and a fucking comedian saying something about fucking Puerto Rico being a trash can. All of a sudden, he wants to fucking come up with some goddamn album that has to do with a love letter to Puerto Rico and bashing Trump on fucking... He could have bashed Trump the first administration. He didn't do it because Trump didn't bash Puerto Rico enough. Throwing paper towels at motherfuckers because they were broke-ass dusties in fucking Puerto Rico wasn't enough for him. It had to be the entire island of Puerto Rico being bashed. He never came out during that time. He came out after. So, like, I can agree with Yo Mama. I can agree freaking Dr. Library. I can agree with Kimberly. Like, and I'm telling you, even with my daughter's been to Puerto Rico 4 times because her uncle still stayed. Her uncle moved there when he retired. I can tell you he's made certain comments to tell her about warnings on certain areas where she shouldn't go because she's a brown girl. In America, she's a brown girl with pretty curly hair. I don't understand what pretty curly hair means in America, or good hair, because her hair is not that good because we've had to cut it a couple times because of Fred. But in Puerto Rico, she's a nigga. Her accent is what makes her fucking favorable amongst the fucking where she can go into these fucking certain areas. Like y'all keep playing. I'm not talking about going into the tourist area. My daughter goes to stay with her uncle when she goes to visit, and he tells her, "Don't go here, don't go there, because you know they act crazy." Da, 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 da. And even him, when he married my mom's sister, it's him understanding what black culture looks like. He had to understand what black culture looks like, and ignored all that shit when he lived in Puerto Rico all his fucking life. He barely sings a song in English.
Could I play a Bad Bunny song?
Who?
I don't play a song from Bad Bunny.
Go ahead.
This is a Bad Bunny song that I think captures what me and Sherry are talking about. This is Bad Bunny when Trump was not in office, and this is actually in English. This is Bad Bunny. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming to carry sweet chariot. Bad Bunny is the Paul Robeson of arts. I will take a bullet for Bunny.
No, the fuck you won't.
I'm done speaking.
Y'all keep letting man troll y'all.
So, just to be clear, I don't know Bad Bunny outside of this performance. Apparently, y'all have some other experiences with him, and that's fine. I was just talking about the performance, and I think most people. Well, let me not speak for that. I would be surprised if everyone who was watching the performance knows about Bad Bunny prior to the performance, knows anything about him to that extent. I don't know what he was doing during COVID. I have no idea. What I will say is that the performance, for me, spoke to the specificity of Puerto Ricans, yes, but that also included aspects that tie to my history and my culture, specifically.
Brother, you didn't give a fuck about your culture before fucking Trump acted stupid.
Most people don't. Let me keep it real. Most of the people that I frequently talk to do not actively care about black people.
They don't.
So whether it has been a part of their culture, a part of history, something that they could trace in the census or not. So that isn't what. So that's the wonderful thing about images. Like, it can speak to me in a way that, like, things can speak to me that the artist didn't even intend. So that happens, and I accept that. So I'm not speaking to anything about what, about the person of Bad Bunny. I'm speaking to the performance. The performance spoke to me. And there were ways that the performance, speaking directly to the issues of enslavement and seeing dark-skinned Afro-Puerto Rican people being recognized and in a way that felt wonderful. Seeing the older men playing dominoes, that was a great sign. Seeing Black women dancing was really nice. That was and so those things spoke to me. Bad Bunny, y'all read authors all the time, and they don't give a fuck about Black people. So sometimes it seems a little, this is a clubhouse conversation, I get that. But for me, that's what I was speaking to.
Just play your organ and hum. I'm just playing. I love you. brother.
Oh, this was another band special.
Man is trolling, Kimberly. You know that.
Wrapped up, tied up, tangled up in band's provocations. Yeah.
You know he's trolling. He's trying to make us go crazy. He's waiting for Patty to fucking crash the fuck out.
The
But I'm
B
not
in
crashing.
band stands for bunny. Bunny ass nigga.
Shut up. You want me to crash out? I'm gonna stay on mute.
Since, we're bringing things to the table, I'm really disappointed in everybody who engaged Christian Lamar. I was going to say Kendrick Lamar. Christian Lamar, in that extended back and forth yesterday. We need to, I don't know, we need a conference or a summit or something. We got to get on the same.
Yeah, we need to make a woman's house, Kimberly, because I stayed on mute because I was like, I can't do this today.
Because those men, as I said repeatedly in the chat, they get aroused from those interactions.
Which Lamar is better for the black
And
community?
they probably was jacking off, Kim.
Which Lamar is better for the black community, Christian or Kendrick? New topic.
Well, Kimberly, to be fair, if you guys did not stoke the flames,
You better not go against the Grand Hurricane.
Oh, I'm a hurricane, so I speak my mind. Kimberly Foster, and to all the other women who want to engage with me or anybody else regarding Christian Lamar, if you guys didn't stoke the flames of the gender war in the real world, there wouldn't be a gender war on Clubhouse. So please don't pretend, okay? Don't pretend. And if y'all try to have a women's conference about it, it's gonna fail because y'all are not even committed to the same thing.
Hurricane, please.
It's true. Y'all are not
These
committed to the
motherfuckers
same
on
thing.
Clubhouse smoking a blunt in the middle of a fucking conversation. These motherfuckers have. I'm not gonna say this because I'm buying into band bullshit. A lot of these motherfuckers went to community college and thought, or an online class, and thought that they were good to go. So I'm not buying into that bullshit right now.
See, but the problem, Patty, is y'all are still going bow down to the altar of patriarchy off the app.
I haven't bowed down. I pay my bills alone.
And also the behavior of individuals is not what props up patriarchy.
I'm not talking about individuals, girl. I'm talking about collectively. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Finish.
I believe in the end of gender depression, which does often lead to gender conflict, but I do not believe in gender war because gender war is for stupid people. Engaging with Christian Lamar is for stupid people. You don't have to do that. He is not a serious person.
That's why I stayed on mute, Kim. Because I was like, y'all keep arguing with this motherfucker.
Kim, you didn't engage in some kind of gender
No, she did not. She didn't engage
conflict
with him.
with
A
gentleman on this
that said, first, in the beginning, we said you
first of all, I literally have not acknowledged that person in years. He's trying to, no, when I say literally, I mean literally. He's trying to climb up my back because he can't go no motion because he's not talented, okay? That's why I don't engage him because gender war is for stupid people. And that particular person appeals to stupid people who think that they're smart people. And that is not my desired audience. So I don't even fuck with it.
So I'm gonna be honest with you. I think me, you, and Tia did not engage. We're probably the only 3 females that didn't engage. Everyone wanted to fight him. It was a fucking waste of time. I'm not wasting my time fighting with him so you can continue having a fucking conversation. I think it was for me, I'm gonna be honest with you, it was nothing but fucking content.
I can't ask like 2 questions,
so you
but
motherfuckers can act crazy. But y'all did not hear Patty say, I'm going to fight with this thing. In the beginning, I said, what the fuck is you talking about, you stupid motherfucker? But then I said, you know what? Go on mute. Let this dumbass motherfucker talk. And let y'all respond. I'm not responding to a fucking clown. Especially when I know I pay my own motherfucking bills. I motherfucking make sure my daughter is finishing college. I paid for that out my own pocket. Yeah, I may pay in increments because I can't afford to pay in one fucking whole for each semester. But I pay for it.
Kim, how much would it cost for 30 minutes? You and this gentleman.
And MJ, please stop.
By the way, MJ is not talking about Christian Lamar. MJ is talking about somebody else. So just so y'all know, he's not talking about
MJ be somewhere else sometime.
I would literally never. I will never do it.
So then why are you asking him? Why are you asking her, Kimberly, MJ, when you already know the answer? Like, what are you doing?
I didn't know the answer. I really wanted to know. That's what I wanted.
You knew the answer. MJ likes the gender wars too. So. It's true, MJ. You know you do. So.
I'm not a stupid baby daddy. I'm responding to him. I let him say what the fuck he want. But I do what I do. And guess what? My daughter depends on me. And I don't even argue with her about, I tell her what's right and why she gotta respect her father. But guess who pays all the motherfucking bills? Mommy. Guess who's on her motherfucking Instacart? And I can motherfucking screenshot it. Mommy. It's not daddy who makes more money. It's Patty. Broke Dusty Patty. Broke Dusty Black Patty. And he's Haitian and J.
Damn.
This motherfucker questioned her about her eating habits. Because she wants to be healthy. Broke dusty ass Patty struggles to make sure that she finishes schools. Whatever school she wants to go to, so she won't depend on me in the next. I told her she got 2 more years. Broke dusty Patty pays for every fucking thing.
Has Luis come on stage? Luis, why do you think I'm a red pill? I'm curious. You can type in the chat or come up and tell me.
He's not a red pill. Don't do that. Hurricane, don't even engage with that. They don't know you. You get on my fucking nerves half the time. But I will never call you a red.
Hi, Luis Fontanelle. Okay, well, feel free to unpack that if you would like.
He's a elite asshole sometimes, but he's not a red pill.
Asshole, yes. Hurricane, yes. All those things.
Elite bitch, yes.
Yeah, all of the above, but not a red pill.
Yeah, Hurricane's just an old school massage. Like, Hurricane says the things that my aunt say to me. Let the man be a man. Sometimes you just gotta be quiet. Like, and not calling you a woman. Like, I'm not doing the sassy thing. I'm just saying, like, it's just the same strain of advice for younger women.
I understand, Kimberly, because you know what, the women before you, they have given y'all the blueprint. Y'all acting like y'all done read books, y'all done got educated. The patriarchy is gonna do what the patriarchy is gonna do, and you gotta find your lane, and you gotta stay in your lane and do what you gotta do. If you decide that you're gonna marry a man, please, you think you can topple the patriarchy on your own? Keep trying. Never's gonna happen. Ever.
Don't listen to him, Kim.
Greater women have not been able to do it. So y'all, newfangled feminists, y'all ain't gonna do it either. If y'all want man, y'all gonna have to deal with the man. Find one who can give you you know, the kind of the find one who can give you what you need and some of what you want. But you're not gonna topple no patriarchy if you decide that you're gonna get married to a man.
Don't listen to him.
Not happening.
Patriarchy, down with the patriarchy forever.
MJ, you are part of the patriarchy. You pop it up
It
every
definitely
day in your
is.
home.
MJ, you have said certain things that sound like my baby daddy. And I know good damn well if he would have been my baby daddy, I'd be in the same situation I am now. Where I have to pay for my goddamn daughter's tuition. I pay $2,000 a month. $2,000 on top of her $1,400 for her fucking rent. Because it's cheaper for her to stay outside. $3,400. I cook for a reason. Because I fucking married a Haitian. Fake ass. Look, I'm going.
Oh no. You see, there's one thing that I tell people that want to break up with me. That includes Black Americans.
Maybe I would have dropped your ass from the beginning.
That we ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
before
MJ,
you break up with me, I will go. Hold on, Hurricane. Before you break up with me, I will go down to Haiti and make you break up with yourself. I'm going.
No.
Quick question for MJ. MJ, did your wife take your surname?
Nah, she didn't. She didn't take my last name. Can't take it.
She did. She kept her own.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Really?
I'm glad you asked that, Hurricane.
I'm surprised.
It's down with the patriarchy.
Hey. Yes, down with the patriarchy. It's too much paperwork.
Down with the patriarchy, bro.
Yeah, but let me tell you, my sister found herself calling herself some kind of feminist. I was just like, child, let's see what's going to happen. So then she got married. All that shit went out the window. She took her husband's name.
Yeah, I didn't take mine.
She was like, it's not worth it. She was like, I'm not fighting this fight. Like, I'ma just be a woman, regular. You know, I know I said some things when I was younger, but I give up. So, you know.
You know that's why I be cussing you out half the time, MJ, because you say some dumbass shit that my ex would say.
I know it was
I know what the fuck happens when it came to my daughter in the end. It's like him trying to control how she breathes, how she eats, how she sleeps, and then calling himself trying to be Americanized Haitian. And me and you have in our back channels have talked about his surname. His father fought for his grandfather fought against baby Papa Dot, whatever it was. My daughter, even like at this big age, at this point, she is like, I depend on my mom. She told him, I depend on my mom. She thinks she's an idiot. She doesn't even embrace the fact that she has Haitian in her blood. She's a Haiti. I'd be like, you're Haitian, baby. You're part of Haiti. Because you guys are just as bad as the white Americans when it comes to patriarchy.
Hey, MJ, Spinoza calls you a pussy because you didn't make your wife take your last name or even hyphenate.
Definitely am.
Wait, you can't make. Wait, whoa, what's going on? We can't make women do anything. What's going on? She made a decision for herself.
Well, MJ.
She probably seen the baby daddy that I had. And he knows my baby daddy.
MJ could have done the Nigerian thing and said, you're just going to have to take the surname, ma'am. Like, you're going to have to take it because that's how we do. But MJ didn't do that, Kimberly. MJ let that woman walk over him. I mean,
whoa,
Hurricane, I would have been doesn't take a name. I had a wife in Nigeria. I would have been better off marrying a goddamn Nigerian who had a wife in Nigeria who would have been like, if Patty just makes sure her daughter is straight, I'll make sure the bills are paid. I would have been better off marrying a fucking shitty ass Nigerian that fucking has A whole bunch of fucking wives. One in fucking Nigeria and me in America.
I mean, let me tell you, because one thing, if you get you a generous Nigerian man, and generous is important because not all of them are, but if you get you a generous Nigerian man, trust me, everything might not be perfect, but them bills gonna be paid, okay? School fees will be covered. Divine, hold on, let me shout out Nigerians. What's going on? Mute up. School fees will be covered, clothes will be bought, and the house will be maintained. Now, I can't guarantee that he's gonna do nothing else. The sex might not be bombed. He might not be a good spouse, but the material needs will be met for sure. Oh, he's gonna do that.
And your daughter going off to college, she would have paid every goddamn bill.
Yes. The bill's gonna be paid.
Let me tell you, my sister, her son is with a Nigerian dude. She can't stand that motherfucker to life, but she never lets her son disrespect the father. You know why? Daddy pays all the fucking bills because he wants him to graduate. Daddy wants him to come back to Nigeria. Got it. Motherfucker ain't even been to Nigeria but maybe 4 times. But daddy wants him to fucking do everything, to be educated. He'll pay every bill. His son is staying in a luxury fucking apartment building. He bought his son a nice car, even though he was a piece of shit husband. My sister is like, you know what? Fuck it. Let that shit ride. Because he pays for every fucking thing. While I'm out here struggling with a motherfucking hate. Shout out to African men.
The Nigerian man might have about 5 girlfriends, maybe 10, you know what I'm saying? But them bills gonna be paid though. Especially if you birth a baby for him and it's a boy too. Oh.
Yeah, my sister is the only boy. You know what? My sister is going to school for her. Is it DSN, DNS, whatever? He's helping her pay for that. Her doctorate in nursing because she don't want to be a nurse anymore. She wants to teach. So he's paying for every fucking thing because he wants her to be a mother. He wants her to be able to fucking be somebody that... He wants her to be that bitch on his roster that has a fucking degree and the smartest bitch in the room. That's what Nigerian men do while they're fucking off on you.
Well, the generous ones. No, honestly, Patty, the generous ones. Because there are Nigerian men who will put you on a tight allowance and dare you to ask for an extra penny.
So he had her on a tight allowance, Hurricane. But let me tell you what the tight allowance
but the tight allowance is enough. I'm saying they're Nigerian men who will not give you enough because they're stingy. That's why you need a generous one, is what I'm saying.
So Hurricane, he had her on a tight allowance where she was getting $3,000. She didn't even have to file for child support. He was giving her $3,000 a month. Then when her son just went off to school last year. With her son going off to school, he got scholarship money. But even with the scholarship money, it didn't pay for his housing. He didn't want his son to stay in housing. This year is his first year where his father paid for him to stay in an apartment, but he didn't want him to have roommates. He wanted him to focus on education. He's paid for tutoring. He's paid for his housing. And he had a whole wife in Nigeria. And he's fucking another bitch where he has left my sister. Or my sister actually left him. My mom and dad went and picked my sister up in a snowstorm.
Yeah,
my parents
it be like that sometimes, child. Them Nigerian men, sometimes they be so cold. I mean, yeah, they'll do that. They'll have mistress after mistress. I mean, it's a thing.
Guess what his requirement was, Hurricane, for her to have all his stuff paid for? I don't want no man in your house. And she was like, I don't give a fuck. It don't make me none. Won't be no man in my house. Only takes 4 or 5 years for me to get him to fuck up out of the house.
Oh shit!
Should not bring another man into the house.
Guess what the Haitian did, MJ? And he got a little change.
What he did.
He ain't did a motherfucking thing. He questions everything, my daughter. My daughter said, you know the $800 I was complaining about during Christmas when her friend went and bust her out? I talked to her father. He is like, she's stupid. She did it. Let her do it. He didn't give a fuck. It would have been that Nigerian motherfucker. He would have been like, hey, we got to make sure she's okay. Or it might be, I don't know, Hurricane. It might be because he's a male. But I promise you, the nigga got a car. Whatever car he chose, as long as his GPA stay above a certain average. He told him, make sure you do this, that, and another. I want you to go into this when you're fucking, take this. He sends him fucking emails on certifications he want him to take. His son takes it. You know why he takes it? Because he knows that's where the money's coming from.
Yeah,
and it's not disrespect to his mother. He knows that his mom is going to school. He knows his dad is maybe a piece of shit. But he knows where the money flow is.
I mean, there are. I know Black Freedom said toxic, but yes, this is. I mean, we're laughing, but the shit is toxic as fuck. And yes, the male child is considered more valuable than the female child. Like, if you're a woman and you're married to a Nigerian man, until you have a boy, you ain't done shit. You can have 5 girls, and folks are going to be like, okay, that's cute, but where's the boy? Because we need the boy. The boy needs to advance the family lineage. These girls are going to grow up to become women who will marry men, and they will help advance their husbands' familial line. We need a boy who's going to advance your familial line. So you need to produce a boy, or else we're just going to tease you ad nauseum. And it doesn't matter that we know science says that the sex is determined by the man. We're still gonna be mad at the woman for pushing out all these girls. Like, you need to go find you another woman who's gonna help you push out a boy, who's gonna produce a boy, because we need a boy. I know people who have gone to get second wives for their relatives because their relatives had only girls with the first wife. And these are educated people who know that it's the man's fault that girls kept on appearing. But they still went and got second wives. And the shitty men allow that shit to happen. It's awful.
You know, a Hurricane, when he found out about the $800, because I told my sister, and my sister gossiping to him, she calls me and says, hey, he said he'll give you the $800. I was like, for what? And she was like, oh, I was like, why are you telling him my business? Let me tell you something. He loved his son that much that he was willing. Back in December, when I was on this app, like, these motherfuckers played in my motherfucking face, was trying to send me $800 back so that his son is happy because that's his favorite cousin and they go to school together and they're best friends. He was willing to try to give me $800 fucking dollars. I know $800 ain't shit, but $800 is a lot for Patty to pay for somebody else who parents can't afford to finish her fucking last semester.
Oh yeah, I mean, all of that stuff adds up. But Black Freedom, the stuff that I'm describing, I believe it is toxic. Because I see how it affects the women. I see how it affects the children, and I see how it affects everybody long term. I mean, some of that shit, you know, I'm a Nigerian. We've got our strengths, but we also have our weaknesses, and there's certain cultural practices and beliefs we have that I believe we need to abandon because the shit's not working. I mean, I had an uncle tell his daughter in my presence that she should not get a graduate degree in a hard science because hard sciences are too hard for women, that they're better for men. This is somebody who insisted that all of his daughters be college educated. This is somebody who pushed his daughters to go to school. But even though he believed in education for women, he still wanted to restrict them. It was just like, you shouldn't be doing a hard science because that's guy stuff. That's too hard for you. You need to do something simpler.
You know, I heard Kane, but he supported my daughter because of engineering. I don't know what it is with Africans, but they love the engineering field.
Yeah, because they're thinking employment and money. But they're thinking employment and money. My uncle surprised me because I didn't think my uncle would do that. Because this is somebody who championed education for women. But I was just like, why are you telling your daughter not to get a graduate degree in a hard science? Like, this is strange. I didn't expect that. But yeah, they've got ideas about women that are just. There's some ideas about women that are just not. They're not good. So.
I think that's the same for Haitians, but that's why I said with the Nigerian, when she called me and said he's gonna send you the money, but I said for what? He needs your routing number, and I was like, for what? Like, why is you fucking still having the conversation? He pays my son tuition, he pays my son's rent, he pays for my son's car note. Matter of fact, to be honest with y'all, you know his first car? They had to wait for him for the check to clear. He bought him a car, but they had to wait for, I think because of rules in the U.S., they had to wait for the check to clear because of taxes or whatever. He paid it cash. Or not cash, but straight up, like, we're going to pay for this car.
Yeah, like the whole thing. I mean...
That's a Nigerian man. I was like, shit, motherfucker, maybe I should have married a Nigerian. If I'm going to get cheated on, get cheated on with somebody that's going to make sure my daughter's straight.
Yeah,
I got a whole other man making sure my daughter's straight because it's my nephew's favorite cousin.
Kind of talking about y'all should not be telling people to marry Nigerian men for women. Girl, you got women out here making babies with niggas that won't pay a single bill. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm just being practical. Okay, so I'm just saying, if you're gonna pick dysfunction, pick a dysfunction that at least is comfortable. Is all I'm saying. Okay, because I'm serious. Like the stuff we're talking about is like real shit. Like Patty's letting y'all know this is how the shit goes down for real. So
he said fucking with niggas who create bills.
That's what I'm saying. Like, y'all over here talking about, oh, don't pick a Nigerian just because of money. Girl, listen, it's very different when you don't have to worry about your kids' school fees and bills and all that shit. It makes a difference. Life is easier. Life is more comfortable. Life is all about compromise. Like y'all just want to make everything academic and pure and shit, but in reality, it's you win some and you lose some. So, I won't knock it if a woman decides to stay with a man who's going to take care of house and home. Okay, she might have to outsource the emotional care and all that other stuff, and if that's what she decides to do, I'm not gonna judge her. I'm sorry, I won't do it.
I think we learn over time that life is a lot more complicated than what we see in the storybooks.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
What was that thing? I don't know if folks saw that clip of Michelle Obama where she was like, young folks gotta, like, when it comes to this marriage thing, they gotta get over having it all. She was like, you may have some of this at one point in your life, and then some of this at one point in another point in your life. And she was like, this whole idea of having it all, like, she was like, it's just not a thing. Not sure what people feel about that, but I thought it was a fair point. Marriages aren't always going to be fairy tales, and people ain't going to have all the time that you think they got, that you want them to have. It ain't always going to be about date nights every week and shit. sometimes the shit just be mad complicated, and you try to deal with it the best you can.
I've had a chance. I agree. I believe that 100%. I've lived long enough to observe a bunch of marriages up close and personal, and I've seen good ones. I've seen bad ones. I've seen in between ones, and I understand and appreciate the hard work that goes into maintaining a marriage. Because see, folks don't know about that maintenance. Folks just be thinking you do all the groundwork and then you get married and then that's it. That maintenance, oh, y'all are both going to be under that car changing the oil and fixing parts that are falling off. Y'all going to be using wrenches and all kinds of shit to make sure the car keeps on going. And sometimes when you fix the shit still breaks down because the fix that you thought it needed was not the one that it actually needed. So, yeah, I do agree. You gotta compromise always. It is complicated, but the hope is that, whoever it is that you choose, you're able to handle what comes around the corner whenever you turn the corner, and y'all both make adjustments, because you can't prepare for every scenario. You can't anticipate every challenge. New shit's gonna come up that neither one of you was ready for, and you just gotta commit and keep working at it. And all of that is easier to do if the bills are paid, child. So
Definitely is. That nigga trying to pay bills. I ain't got shit to do with him just because he love his son. When my sister told me, hey, he told me he's gonna say he needs your I was like, for what? I was like, fuck that motherfucker. Ain't he a piece of shit? And she was like, well, take advantage of it. He love his son. He want to pay the bill, let him pay it. And I was like, nah, I'm good. I'll just suffer. I'd rather suffer than let my sister, in my brain, I was like, I'd rather suffer than let you. She was like, I don't have to live with this nigga. He just want his son to come. He want his son to be him. Like, one thing I will say about Nigerian, man, you want to marry a shitty-ass nigga, at least marry a shitty-ass nigga that's going to pay some motherfucking bills, whether you with him or not.
I'll just add the qualifier, Patty. It has to be a generous Nigerian man. They're not all generous. I know some stingy ones. You gotta find you a generous one. It's when they're generous, then they'll do what's right. Because there'll be some stingy ones who'll be acting like crackheads. Make you wonder if they're even Nigerian because they don't want to give you that pocketbook.
I think he has a chance with my sister still. I be telling her, like, if I take that money, he think he has a chance with you. She's like, girl, he know he ain't got no chance, but he can think. She hasn't kissed him, touched him in the last fucking 15 years. And this motherfucker just want to take care of his son. And his son complains about what my daughter complained about. And his ass is like, I'll give her the money. I'll give you the money. You know what the running joke is in my house? My mom said, if you want to be with a cheater, at least be with a cheater with some money. A cheater that loves his kids enough to take care of the other kids in the house. That ain't got nothing to do with his offspring.
It's a very pragmatic position to hold, and the young kids, they'll be like, oh my God, there's no way, but, I mean,
my sister doesn't even argue with this man because of amount of money he's invested in his son. He told her, shut up, woman, and she was like, all right, I'm going to stay on mute. But I was like, why would you shut up to him? She was like, you find you somebody that pays what he pays. And I was like, okay, got it. And I just, but in my mind, it's like, when I was younger, I used to be like, are you stupid? But at this point, I'd be like, I understand why you're stupid.
I think it depends. I mean, there are women who will accept that arrangement, and there are women who won't. You just gotta know. You just have to know what your floor is. You know. Not some people will accept it, others won't. And I understand both positions. You know, you just gotta know. I think when kids are involved, the calculus is different. And the truth is, to Black Freedom's point, you got women out here making some difficult decisions and saying, you know, I'm going to place the welfare of my kids above my temporary the feelings that I have in the moment and my own emotional my own emotional welfare. I can manage my emotional affairs in such a way that I don't end up being too injured by this. And I'm making that compromise because I have a kid that I made, and I need to make sure that my kid receives what my kid needs so that my kid can have a good education. And it ain't perfect, but these bills gotta be paid, so we just gonna do.
Yeah, I think there's a difference between me and my sister. So my sister is more like my mom, and I'm more like my dad. So with my sister, she was like, I don't care. I could stay on mute. I could let him say what the fuck he wants about me, as long as my son is being taken care of. I could let him say, I don't want him doing this, and be like, hey, your daddy don't want that. I like your shoes. Oh, thank you. My sister can say, like, my sister was like, girl, you need to learn to shut up sometimes and just let him run it. But I was like, shit, I had a baby daddy by a fucking Haitian.
Where is MJ? The Haitians are not.
Yeah, MJ went ahead because he know what it looked like for his people. Because I ain't the only one that said that. Let me tell you something. Even one of my best friends, she's Nigerian. She said, I'm gonna be with a cheater. I'm gonna be with a cheater that's gonna make sure I'm okay. And if I fuck around and get pregnant, he's gonna make sure that baby's okay. Even if you say boy, but she was like girl and boy, he gonna make sure that baby don't look stupid because he don't want to be embarrassed by that stupid baby. Nigerians got a lot of pride. Y'all can call them hammers, y'all can call them whatever you want to call them, but they got a lot of fucking pride. They don't like to be embarrassed by their kids.
They got too much pride, though. Some of that pride, they need to let that pride go.
Yeah, but they don't like their kids embarrassing them.
Oh, that's for sure. Oh, for sure, yes.
And I'm not talking about embarrassing them like having multiple women. I'm talking about embarrassing them when it comes to education, embarrassing them on their status, just embarrassing them. Like, they want them to like be above and beyond, and they can be the shittiest daddy, but when it comes to the wife, but they're gonna be perfect when it comes to financial.
Holocaust live. Man, Patty, your shit going downhill, girl. Church of Buttercup.
That don't raise alarms and don't make the headlines. So both things can be true at once.
Yeah, but I don't like the idea that